Good afternoon.
Good
What's your
afternoon.
name?
I'm John Aifedi.
Okay. Do you know anything about the recent fuel scarcity in the country?
Yeah, I think I have like an idea about the whole thing.
Okay, that's great. So I just have a few questions for you. The first,
Okay.
Lagos and Abuja have been experiencing another episode of fuel scarcity for
Yeah.
days now. What do you think is the cause this time?
Hmm. I can't really point my finger exactly at the cause of the scarcity in Lagos and Abuja. There was a time I heard that the government increased the fuel price again, and as the price went up, suppliers stopped buying. So I can't really exactly point my finger at why Lagos and Abuja has a different price. It's probably in Lagos and Abuja, probably suppliers are accepting that price or are buying with that higher rate, and or probably they are hoarding this product knowing that there's like a conflict in the pricing of where they are holding it and see how much profit they can make so that they will be able to buy the next batch of fuel. But I sincerely can't point my finger at why there's scarcity. I don't know. I don't have the exact answer to that.
Okay. Well, the news confirms that fuel is selling now at 850 naira per liter.
Eh?
Is is
Eight
there
hundred and fifty naira.
yes? Is there anything you
Oh
think
shit,
is
man.
responsible for the hike in price?
We don't have refinery. That's my own thought. Oh, we don't have a solid refinery that is refining this fuel, that's making this product available for us here. So if we mine our mineral resources, we have to transport it abroad for them to refine it, then they will transport it back. We pay for them to refine it, oh, they will not transport it back for us, and they will not sell our own oil that is in our land to us. So I feel the fact that we don't have a refinery has added a lot or has caused a lot of problem. And that issue, I think we sell crude oil. I don't know if we sell crude oil. We are selling crude oil now in naira because from last I can remember, I think we sell crude oil. We sell outside with dollar, and if the exchange rate changes, the price that is used to sell this crude oil probably increases, and when we are buying it back from them as refined product, or when we are collecting that, I sincerely don't really know how it works. It's
Yeah.
just like an idea I have in my mind. So when we're retrieving this product back, I think we spend more money again to collect the product that we originally own. I feel if the government can invest in the refineries, it will not just drastically reduce the fuel price, create job opportunities for our people. Like many guys, everybody just dey street. Not be say people no go school, people go school, but you see people like a full graduate that has gone to school is a conductor or a bus driver. It's not making sense. How will you spend 4 years in school and you come out and start driving bus? It does not add up. A person will do full course, full engineering course, end up working in the bank. Not the bank. It's not banking and finance we went to study. We did engineering, so we should be given the opportunity to serve with what we've learned.
So, lastly, do you believe rather that Nigerians will ever be free from this fuel scarcity, and why?
See, it is not really a matter of believing or not believing. It's more complicated than that. We need certainty. Many people are feeding off the fact that there is fuel scarcity. That's Nigerians are great people. I'm a Nigerian. We are blessed people. It's a blessed nation. But sometimes some Nigerians are opportunistic. They see an opportunity and boom, it's time to mine. Let's use this opportunity. Let's do whatever we can do with this opportunity we have. Right? As for go up like this now, they'll know what to do and find a way to make their own small cut out of the offer issue. So for Nigeria to leave this kind of situation, it go hard. But I think if the government look in the direction of creating functional refineries, like not one refinery, not two, plenty refineries, well-funded refineries, in the long run, we're able to refine our product by ourselves and produce local fuel. To us here in Nigeria, fuel will become more accessible. You will not be having this issue of fuel is scarce. How will fuel be scarce when it is here? The mineral resources is here. The manufacturing industry, the refineries to make a refined product, they are all here. So I don't think we have the issue of scarcity. So if the government look in the area of creating refineries, that could help a little bit. And that thing is the removal of subsidy. Removal of subsidy also was a good thing in a way. Oh, in a way, I know some people may not look at it from that angle. Removal of subsidy increased the prices of fuel. But if, for instance, like I said, if we had refineries refining it, we will not even feel it. We will not feel it because fuel already would already be subsidized to us because the fuel is here. They will not be talking about the cost of refining, even if the cost talk about it to be low. They will not talk about the cost of transporting a refined fuel to our outlets here, right? So I think when the fuel subsidy was removed, people that are buying locally and selling at a higher price, that cut down their business and made certain that the government is getting enough resources. I don't really know the direction the country is going to.
All right. So thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Well, okay. So first of all, the cause for scarcity is, for me, is mostly what do I say this now? It's mostly the demand of oil not meeting up to the supply, or the supply of oil rather not meeting up to the demand. That's mostly the cost. So you have, let's say, you have like 50 gallons of oil, for example, and then you have like maybe 1 million people sharing that. So there has to be always this competition for who gets to get it first, or who has it, that kind of thing. And then for Lagos and Abuja, for Lagos it's understandable because Lagos is like the beehive of everything. There are a lot of people in Lagos, there are a lot of businesses in Lagos, a lot of cars in Lagos.
True.
So Lagos will obviously have like need for a lot more fraud than, let's say, a smaller place like, let's say, Delta.
Yes, true.
So something like that. And then Abuja is the capital territory, so I think there will be a lot of need for fraud there. So scarcity is basically, like I said earlier on, it's basically just the supply not meeting the demand of fraud right now.
All right.
In the country.
Okay.
The hike in price. In some places it's even 1,000 for a liter now. So the hike in price, it's still almost the same thing like I said before. The supply and the demand.
Yeah.
A lot of times, let's say some fuel stations got fuel for like 650.
Yes.
And they're selling 650 now. They would have to increase theirs because now that the price has gone up, if they don't increase theirs, they will run at a loss when trying to get a new, like all this stock now, when trying to get fuel next time. So if the price increases, I see a lot of fuel stations already increasing it, and sometimes you think, why are these people being like very evil? But they will have to like get back their operational costs. So 850, I have no idea why the price is 850, but the reason they are selling at 850 is because maybe that's not the amount they get it for. They will have to get back. They have to make their profit somehow. They have to get back the money that they spend on the fuel somehow. So I think that's the reason for the hike.
Do you believe that Nigeria will ever be free from fuel scarcity, and why?
Well, I don't see it as a yes or no question, but from the question, I think on my own end, I think Nigeria will be free from scarcity, but on the general end, I don't think they'll be free from scarcity. So I think they'll be free in the sense that if we diversify, if we go to other means of what they call it, other means of I can't remember the word, but other means like aside for like the whole green, solar, other ways to get power ahead. So that's what I'm looking for. So other ways to get power. Solar energy, there are some other ones, gas.
Yes.
The gas is still for. So but if they move to other forms of this, then I think Nigerians will be free of fuel scarcity. Also, the leadership is something that I think is not helping. It's not easy, obviously, to rule a country. It's not easy to rule a state. It's not even easy to rule a local government. But if we have leaders that have the people in mind, I think Nigeria will be free of these things.
Good afternoon. So, sorry, what's your name?
Good afternoon, I'm Fitzgerald.
Fitzgerald. So, very quickly, I'll ask you a few questions. Do you know anything about the recent fuel scarcity everywhere?
I've not really been following the happenings.
Okay, but you know that fuel is scarce in the country. Okay, that's fine. So, well, the first question goes: Lagos and Abuja have been experiencing another episode of fuel scarcity for days now. What do you think is the cause of this fuel scarcity this time?
Cause of fuel scarcity. Well, I don't really know. A lot of things, it varies. It depends on a lot of factors. Going from the fuel subsidy, that one has a lot to do with it. Then this thing, different varying prices from different fuel stations and all that. Then this thing, black markets, inflation also. So all of them add up to make it very scarce.
Okay. So the next question. The news confirms that fuel is selling now at 850 naira per litre. Is there anything you think is responsible for the hike in price?
Well, it's because of the scarcity. Because if it was in abundance and if it was not in high demand, a lot of people will not need it. So because we are yet to go green like solar and the rest, so we are still depending very heavily on petroleum and fuel. So because of that, the government and individual vendors see it as an avenue to get rich quickly. So,
okay. So the last question. Do you believe that Nigerians will ever be free from this fuel scarcity?
For me personally, I don't think so. In a very long time, looking at it from now, I don't think so. I don't think we can ever. If we keep on depending on crude oil, petroleum, and fuel as the primary source for energy, then now we are not going anywhere. We are still going to be in this fuel scarcity. So for me, I believe so. So we should start looking elsewhere, away from petroleum, before we can finally put an end to this fuel scarcity.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.